Steven.
And I'm JJ.
These guys are sitting in for the day, so
It's really all about this guy right here.
I'm Brandon. Yay!
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, rub the beard for luck. Anyway,
I'm no one did what my
clean.
sister did.
He didn't say eat your beard.
Like, it looks clean.
I didn't open my mouth.
But, like, every beard that I feel, it just, like, real grimy.
Dude, mine feels...
You put oil in
it's
it.
not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad, actually.
Like...
I'm over here, the beard expert. That doesn't feel bad at all.
Well, consider
He's
how...
just like stroking his own beard while he does it.
I got a monthly subscription program for a guy out in El Paso, Texas. He sends me completely random beard oils each month.
Okay.
I need to do that.
Sorry.
It's 12 bucks a month.
Let's get this started.
I don't know.
Okay,
'Cause I
so
want to start getting this coming forward.
Tanner,
I wanted to do
you
the second
the
one,
last thing that happened to you, you
Mine's
were
doing
kidnapped by
The naked waterfall lady.
Yeah, who? Do you
Because-
remember what she looks like? Do you remember what she looks like at all?
Vaguely, but not enough to describe it.
Oh, you were just kidnapped, so you probably groggy right now. You wake up right now and you are completely naked.
All right.
Now you can tell him what he rolled for.
Yeah, you rolled earlier. You rolled for penis size,
Yes.
flaccid and hard. Now, just because it's cold, I'm gonna subtract an inch from each of them. So right now, write 8 and then 10, and then put a 7 and a 9 next to it.
Time out. I'm 4'5" with a 10-inch dick.
You could have rolled a
Dragon,
12.
son.
You
You are
wrote
dragon.
a 10. I gave you the opportunity to roll for a 12, but you also could have rolled a
literally
1.
Pick this shit up and throw it over your shoulder. This is,
Why
could
didn't
be
we
a-
do this sooner? When I threw my battle axe, I could
I told you he was gonna
I
do
think
it.
it
I
could be,
knew it. I knew
you
it.
know, it'd be a gas pump for Halloween.
Did anybody else want to roll their penis sizes while they're here?
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me of
I'm a
something.
bird person.
What'd you
Tanner.
say? What'd you say?
That actually reminds me of
It's
something,
8
Tanner.
and 10, and then you put
Sullivan
9,
doesn't
and
care.
then you put 7 and 9 for the cold right now.
D20,
Okay.
right?
Make sure you write next to, right next to what the actual one is when you're not naked. 'Cause it's cold right now, and you're butt naked right
I'm
now.
rolling 20.
That's why.
So
That's
that's
why.
one up from both of those.
So I'm gonna say
Hey, Tanner, I just remembered
8
something.
and,
It's a D12. You roll it twice.
Oh, D12.
You have the opportunity to roll for a 12 or a
He's
1.
not gonna give you the opportunity for a 20.
Yeah, no.
That's too ambitious.
Dang.
Yeah, actually, if you would have had
I'm
a
a
12,
bird. What
if
the
you
fuck
actually
am I
would have rolled a
supposed to do
12,
with a dick that
Tanner,
big anyways?
you would have had to actually roll Constitution checks every time you get a boner.
It's just gonna weigh me down.
Because literally it takes so much blood.
Wait, so
I
you
would
roll
say
it
so.
twice?
Roll twice. It's for flaccid and erect.
so. I wrote that under my attacks.
Holy
and spellcasting.
God!
What?
He just rolled a 10. Okay, let's
go.
see. Let's see what you grow from.
11. I gained a whole inch when I'm hard.
Roll one more time just to see if you get a smaller one.
This is why this
That's
is the
12.
more
Oh,
ridiculous
4.
D&D
All right,
campaign
so we're
doing.
gonna do 4 to 11.
All right.
Just I'm gonna.
That's a drastic.
That's
That's
literally almost
I don't know if
triple.
I'm gonna be able to carry this. Like, I can't fly with a tip.
No.
Like, I don't
No, that's like, hey, look at my handle. Look at my blade.
I can like fly low in front of people, just like.
Hey, Tanner.
Yeah,
Anybody
but you're
else?
a grower. You're not a shower.
I'm not gonna bother.
Tanner's got
Tanner,
that shower
that just
thing
reminded me of
going on.
something.
We're gonna kill Brandon over here. Steven, you have an opportunity.
My characters wouldn't care anyway.
Steven, roll your little dark elf vampire having
God.
dick having ass.
D12.
Watch it get that
It's in this
12.
one.
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
one you'll never roll.
Get that 12. Get that 12.
It's a
One.
9.
Okay.
Not a
Okay.
bad
That's
start.
about average.
Not-
One.
I was waiting on it.
7.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
He's normal.
Yeah. We're over here, the big dick club over here.
That's still all above average.
7 and 9. Yeah, it's actually not. I was expecting Tanner to get like a 1 and then a 2. It'd be like, I hate this place.
Or then you got the other alternative of like 1 and like
12. To where it's like, I literally would be like, you have to roll a constitution
It's like-
anytime a woman would walk in. You'd just be like, or you'd be like, huh. Leave face plant.
You just get a boner and
Okay.
you pass out.
Anyway, just to
A
give
bunch of chip penis, eat a jug.
Okay, so you get up Sorry, you get up and roll perception.
What is that from? That's Family Guy, right?
Yeah. Quagmire.
10.
10 plus. It's your wisdom, and if you have a skill and perception through here, use that score.
Oh god.
Plus 0.
So
Wisdom's plus 0.
So it's just a straight 10. You see the cave is really dark, and you hear water. Well, you don't you know
I
you're
tried
in
to
a
look
cave.
for a background for this, by the
Yeah.
way. And just,
You know you're in somewhere damp and dark, and you can hear running water. There's no real light source right now.
I'm a dwarf. I have that night vision thing.
Oh, you have dark
he
vision.
does have dark
So
vision.
roll for advantage. Actually, you have a good point. Thank
I
you.
completely forgot that you had that.
Hey,
I remember that.
Wow.
14. Okay, much better. You can see around you now. You see. Sorry, let me draw that pool a little bit bigger.
You get shorts.
You see a hole.
You have to wear pants.
It puts
You-
a lotion on its
You can
skin.
get
or
pants
else
and
it
shorts,
puts
but
the hose
I
again.
kept all my stuff
Huh?
from where I worked
So
at
it
Walmart.
puts a lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose
You
again.
used to have
Okay.
clothes from where I worked at Walmart. Never mind.
I turned
So,
the money and they would have charged me $300.
You see a few things in here. You see a back area which looks to be like a little table set up right here, and like chairs and couches, and then you see a hole in the ground, and there's water.
I wish I was able to
Where
see something.
now you slowly realize.
It's a donut.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll make.
Or a boob with a zit.
Sorry,
What's today?
there. I don't
I
know.
got it.
I don't know.
Continue,
Okay,
Chief.
so
Just,
you now have like come to the realization that you are underwater right now. Like you've looked around, and there's no other entrances or exits other than this hole right here, and there's water in the hole.
So I'm underwater.
Well, okay, you're in a
In
cave.
underwater.
That's
Cave underwater.
yeah.
Okay.
Is that mine?
Yeah, it should be yours. This is mine right here.
Where's my lid?
I don't right here. I think.
I think my lid's
Because
on the floor.
this is my lid right here because I broke part
Watch
of
it.
mine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying, man.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Here you go. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm in a cave underwater, and I can't swim.
You're
cannot.
a dwarf, and dwarves cannot swim. They
Oh, you also happen to see 2 treasure chests in the room.
Well, I'm a fucking pirate, so of course I see that shit.
And like I said, you could see there's stuff a little bit out of your view.
But I can't tell what it is.
You can't tell exactly what it is. It's too far away.
Is
from
that
you.
why there's a question mark right here?
No, it's supposed to be like I was trying to draw like a little circle, and then I was trying to draw like a little square for like a chair, like a couch.
I was confused. I was like,
A lounge area.
Yeah, lounge area.
Other than Thomas Wayne, what other piece are you going to be using?
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. I will use Wonder Woman, and I will also
there's a
use.
Supergirl there too.
I will use a Beamo
Okay.
for the other. For the other. So what do you choose? Do you choose to do anything?
I want to move towards the treasure chests.
You just move straight up to them.
Yes. I want to
Supergirl
move to
landed on
the
her feet.
treasure chest,
I'll
and I
just
want to
hand you
see
these
if they're
around.
unlocked.
Okay. Roll perception real quick. Oh wait. Roll investigation actually.
2.
You can tell their chest. They look.
Damn it.
One looks shiny, and the roll perception real quick.
Didn't you already do that?
Hero investigation.
1.
They both look like chests.
I got 2 boxes in front of me.
So there's one right here, and there's one right here.
So I got 2 different boxes.
They are both. Well, all you can tell right now is they're both boxes.
I see a box. I see 2 boxes. My bad.
I'm scared.
I forget how to spell his last name.
Who's?
Why do you keep looking at me?
Mr. Bellador. Our manager. I think it's 2 L's.
Talking about at Walmart?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. What was I getting paid? $10.71. What do you get paid on there?
Steven.
$9.50 plus commission.
I was like, why are you?
I break what I did at
saw it.
I guess
Walmart
me
at
and JJ
$11.
All right. So, which chest are you gonna open?
I don't know that I want to open either one. I want to see if I want to feel it. Since I can't actually see it, I want to feel to see if there's any locks.
Okay. That's gonna be another investigation check. Reroll that one. I'll let you reroll that because it was. Oh, here, we're gonna make.
Wow.
Okay, you after feeling around for a
This
little
is more
while-
rounded. than some of
Yours
the
is more rounded, actually.
It really is.
Do you
Wanna
want to
roll
try?
out?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright, that's on.
Yeah.
Fancy, purple.
After wow. So after feeling around
Oh,
for
thank
probably
you.
about 30 minutes, you really honestly just cannot tell. You're just kind of feeling around the chest, and you're just like,
How heavy is said chest?
are you gonna pick it up?
No, because I feel like something really bad is in the chest. Here's a question.
That's what I would hate. That would be it.
Can I feel both of my hands?
Ooh, that's a good question. You technically can't, but you have been moving around the other hand.
So this hand is now mobile.
It's stiff.
use that
It's
You
stiff
could just
mostly,
look at
but
it and
it's stiff kind of, but it is mobile in some ways. It's kind
I
of
mean,
like
do you feel it?
It's not attached. It's sort of not attached. I don't
your
really
goat hand.
know.
It don't have nerves.
It wouldn't have nerves.
Oh
though,
yeah, that's
you know.
right. Never mind.
Still
so.
trying to make.
So are you gonna? So okay. So what are you gonna? So you. What are you gonna try to do?
Can I touch my junk with my gold hand before I do anything?
Yeah, of course you
I did
can.
not know you were gonna do that.
I got a 20.
You grasp your dick with the gold hand, and it immediately starts to get hard.
So now I have a weapon. Good. All right.
Here you are.
That almost went down the
Here
wrong way.
you are looking at a treasure
Just walking
chest.
around.
Here you are looking at a treasure chest.
Like a freaking
Tanner was
punch me
waiting out it to come out of my mouth.
Oh, Tanner, roll perception check
Oh,
real
was he?
quick.
Dun, dun, dun.
With advantage because dark vision.
Watch it, Brandon.
What is my?
You got advantage.
Perception's wisdom, so
Oh, God.
it's roll against for advantage.
Well, give me that.
Okay.
Yeah, give me that.
At this, you now definitely can hear something in the water, and you feel like you're definitely being watched. You see, you as you look back, all you see is a fin, and then it goes underwater.
Well, that's okay because I'm not in the water. As long as it stays in the water. You said there's two chests?
There's two chests, yeah.
One big one, one little one?
Yep.
Just fucking open up the big one. Get it over with. That's what I would do.
Can I go sit on the couch? What's in the couch area?
You want to go over there?
I'm going to go over to the couch area.
So like, he got a 20.
Yeah.
Yes, you should already know what's.
Yeah.
I mean, I should pretty much be able to see everything in the area.
Well, yeah. So yeah. So
I just
now
caught it.
you as you look over, you can see alcoholic bottles everywhere, different types of liquors,
Fucked up.
and you can see there's another like doorway somewhere, but it seems to just go further into the cave. Like maybe like it's an extra room.
Where's the doorway?
Sorry, that's my bad.
It has
It
been
magically appeared.
Well, before I couldn't see it. Oh, wow. That is a cranky baby.
That is a cranky baby indeed. So, are you going to? So you said you're going over here.
Yes.
So as you're looking around, you can see that there's different. You actually recognize one of the bottles, and it looks very similar to the one that Greta Greta had you drink. In fact, you notice that most of the bottles are this type of liquor.
Fuck.
Steve,
Okay.
see my stuff over there?
I don't see anything.
So, do you want to do anything? All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and remember what has happened.
Okay. What you remember happening so far? What you remember has happened so far is that
Bella.
Sorry, I think she was. But what you remember happened so far is that you were fighting in a graveyard, and after Brockus had stolen your kill of the zombie ogre, a naked woman with a really tall fish looking woman with legs, hair, real long green blue hair.
I made piranhas.
And you after Brockus tried to approach her, you gave her silk rope. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Joe. Yeah, so you gave her some of the silk rope to cover her up, and as you did that, Brockus revealed that you just initiated marriage.
I think it's off the board on the back of the door.
Wait, oh, that one.
Bella.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Sorry, man.
She's fine.
Okay, so
You know what you did.
and then after you took a drink,
Scooter.
sorry, after
Give me some room.
after you took a drink, she basically cast sleep. You fell asleep, and Brockus fell asleep, and then she took you.
Fucking roofied your ass.
Right.
And I was just standing there watching all the time.
Yeah, Sullivan watched all I have. So you now you've woken up completely naked
Vamping
in a
out.
cave.
Are you guys still recording?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's fine now.
She looked straight at JJ and looked back at me like, and just was screaming.
Is she okay?
I don't know. She keeps screaming. She'll stop for a minute.
Okay, before I do anything stupid, I'm gonna go back to the chest and I want to inspect them furthermore.
Okay, that's better.
Come here, offspring.
As you look
Watch the
at
cord, honey.
as you look and see as you look in the chest, you can see the smaller one is a kind of, it's not really as good as material as the bigger one. The bigger one's shinier. It has like a golden inlay around it, and it looks like it's been actually polished. And the other one is kind of looks a little more decrepit.
Did you hear that loud noise?
Fuck you, Brandon.
Do it.
I'm gonna open one.
Which one? Are you opening the? Well, this is your dice.
You rolled the wrong one.
I'm opening the big one. Little one.
Wait.
Oh, you got my hopes
I'm
up,
opening
man.
the little one.
Which one?
The little one.
The little one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was rolling 3 below. I'd do the big one.
As you
before,
go to open the little one, you hear splashing in the water behind you, and you hear something like skin hitting against like the against like the ground, like coming up really fast, and then you definitely can feel like something's behind, like not behind you, but something else is in the cave.
That would
with
be
you.
really creepy.
Nice.
Just saying.
Well, actually, you wouldn't know
Okay.
where it is right now, so that's.
What's in the fucking case?
So you you heard something. So you're gonna look in the
Fuck
chest.
that thing. I'm looking in the chest.
Shit, open the big one.
Roll for perception.
Wow.
You hear growling.
Ooh. Alright, roll it.
I don't want to.
Roll a 2.
Good job.
Looks like you gotta open the little one.
Not really. I'm going to stay focused on the chest, even though there is something scary behind me. I'm focused on the chest.
Okay, you focus on the chest.
Focused
As you
on
go
the
to open the
chest.
chest, you get picked up completely off the ground.
I fucking told you to open the big one. Shit, what
Like the big one's gonna have enough weight to pick me up.
As you're picked up off the ground, you feel a hand clamp over your mouth, and you pass back out.
Damn it.
At this point, you wake up and you now notice that your hands and feet are bound.
Damn it.
And next to you on a pile, there roll a perception check real quick. You see a giant creature. Not giant. It's probably about 7 feet tall or so. Just standing there. Roll a history check.
Well, I'm gonna take it.
I'll let you have it. From some deep part of your pirate brain, you recognize this creature to be a fabled wereshark sitting there.
Part werewolf, part shark.
Nope.
Told you to open the big one.
Wereshark. It's this part shark, part. It's a lycanthrope version of a shark.
This is
Fucking weird.
And as it's
as Morel is just like, what?
Oh, what?
oh, so Pathfinder thing. Sorry. So at this point, it's just sitting there looking at you with its black eyes, and it's sitting there with something in its hand, and it's just watching you.
Is it my gold hand?
No.
He's really worried about that.
He just
What are
got
you
it back. I'd be
rolling
worried
for?
about it too.
What are you rolling for, Tanner? You gotta tell me.
To try to loosen my hands.
Okay, so you fail. At this point, the wereshark goes,
Horribly.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Should have opened the big chest.
I can't do anything back because my mouth is am I
No,
gagged?
you're not
No,
gagged.
just your hands and
Your
your
hands
legs.
and feet are bound.
All right. Say, Daddy's a smartass, so he's gonna say, "Sorry, I have swimmers here. I can't hear you."
At this point, the wereshark walks right up to you and picks you up by the hand bounds and goes, I wish you shouldn't have done what you did. Besides, which chest were you opening?
She had an affair. That's her lover. You fucked up.
She's the wereshark set you down and goes, which chest were you opening?
I wasn't opening either one. I was trying to find my way.
Roll for deception.
Hey.
You get an 18. She's gonna roll to resist that. It's gonna. So yeah, this is crap.
Good job.
So
You fooled fucking shark.
it looks at you for a moment and goes, "Your exit's right there." It points to the pool. That's the only exit you have.
I don't swim. I can't swim.
I know.
This is not very nice. Do you have any floaties?
If there were ever a best reason for you to be a smartass in this situation right here.
It looks at you for a moment and goes, I ask you again, what chest
You put those 2 points
were
into
you?
charisma, didn't you?
He did.
He did.
That's how he got an 18. Plus
Pretty good
2.
open.
Which one?
Both.
Roll for deception.
Hey! Oh.
Okay, you still win. So the wereshark looks at you for a moment with kind of squints with and goes, but which one first? You're not in trouble. I just want to know.
I don't know if Brandon's trying to give me hints or he's like, hey, you're about to get fucked.
Probably the latter of the two.
Not in between.
Oh yeah, that's Daddy's mouth.
At this point, you watch the wereshark get up and it walks over towards the chest and examines them, and then points to the big one and goes, "Was it this?" And then points to the small one and goes, "Or was it this one?"
Oh, well, that one.
I really don't understand you.
Oh. It was that one. The wooden one.
The were shark goes.
The widow one.
Well,
The widow
you're
one.
lucky I got here when I did, or you could have died.
Was one Pandora's box?
No, one was a mimic.
I knew it.
It was the big one.
I wasn't opening that one. That's a good thing I didn't open
Brandon
that
almost
one.
got killed.
You notice the mimic for a second, like you see it open up and start to growl, and the were shark goes, and the were shark goes, like it just shuts right back up. It goes, I hate the mimic.
Can I ask what's in the little one?
It actually picks up the little chest and comes over and opens it up, and you actually recognize some of your gear and clothes that you came in with, that you were kidnapped in.
I'll tell you.
So it walks back, picks
Am
it
I
up.
laying on my back or my stomach?
Your back.
You're bound, man. You won't lay
I
on
know I
me
was
like
gonna
that.
use my gargantuan dick to stand up.
Kickstand.
Tripod.
At this, it goes, the lady will be back soon. You should probably try to be more respectful to her. She cares for you. What did you roll for, Tanner?
I really didn't think it was gonna happen.
What were you rolling for?
He brought the chest over
No,
and showed it to me,
He
right?
showed it to you and then took it back.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so what'd you do? Did you
roll
break
for
free?
it?
What'd you roll for? You had to roll for
I
something.
broke free.
So you broke you broke out of your hand binds. You broke those completely off.
Yes.
At this, the were shark tenses but doesn't rush towards you. He goes, "You have no way out."
I just want my drawers, man. My dick's cold.
There's like another
Roll for persuasion.
persuade him about your gargantuan dick. Just swinging
13.
it away.
15.
15.
Okay, you succeed. It walks over to the chest and reaches in there, and like you notice it's pulling out some different clothes that really aren't wasn't your armor or anything like that. So it's there looking at clothes, and it picks up a pair of like what looks like underwear, kind of shorts, and it's like stretching them a little bit, and then walks over and it goes, "If I untie your feet, will you run?"
I can't swim.
So you're
Where am I going to go?
You're not going anywhere.
Fair point. It says you may untie your feet.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, it's only gonna try to attack you if you try to untie your
If I
feet
move.
now.
I like how in the background of this, there's Overwatch.
I see that.
realized that. And it also says it's 8:21.
Yeah,
That's the actual
that's time.
Okay, so I untie my feet and I put the drawers on.
So now you're not you're not.
Wait,
like,
how long are these pants?
They're basically like.
Are we talking like whitey
bike
tighties?
shorts? Like bike shorts.
Bike shorts.
You know, like
So the tip
bicycle.
of my dick's still hanging out.
Yeah, we're like,
More than a tip.
it's not hanging
Bike
out.
shorts come up to here. So
Yeah,
that's
it's-
like
That's
Well,
like,
good.
you've had to maneuver in there and just kind of like fold it in there so it's not falling out.
You gotta
I tucked it around.
You tucked it.
wrap it like a belt.
At roll for perception, real quick. Okay, 9. You don't notice anything. So at
Don't I
this,
get an advantage?
yeah, sure, you get advantage because
Advantage on that?
it's
The cave.
yeah, it's dark vision. So go ahead and roll for advantage. It's better. 21. You see the were shark immediately look away from you as you're putting your shorts on. Like it's like immediately turn its head and it's look away from you as you're putting your shorts on. And you notice it's not making eye contact with you at all now.
I wonder why.
At this, you see you see something materializing over here in this corner. It's like, and you recognize Greta from before appear, and she looks a little different than what you remember her. You know, like Jessica Rabbit from.
Yeah, I know who Jessica Rabbit is.
She resembles that, but more like exactly the proportions. Except she has greenish blue hair and then the fish scales. Oh wow.
That's true.
Esmeralda's like, what the F, Daddy? But she comes strolling up to you. She goes, he's clothed. Why is he clothed?
Because I was cold.
He was cold, my lady. Then why didn't you start a fire? Fool. Go get us drinks. At this, the were-shark looks over you.
What?
In a good way.
Goes to get drinks. She goes.
She's about to make love to you, sweet love.
She goes, Tywin,
You big 10-inch dick.
Huh?
would you like to come sit with me?
Sure. You're the only other person in this cave anyways. Why not?
There's also a were-shark in there.
Yeah, but he scares me.
Oh, don't mind Aaron.
Hold up. His name is Aaron. Oh,
Actually,
man.
I don't think it's spelled that way.
It's not spelled that way. Would you
We
like
like
to
that
know the
now.
spelling?
No, I'm good. Wish it was
Aaron is a little overprotective at times. I've raised it from young. It's barely even a person anymore. Well, that's another story for another time. Tell me about yourself. Well, we didn't get a chance to talk. I mean, much. But you were so sweet. Clothing me. I can't you're the first.
Stop. Nope. I'm a pirate and I can't swim. That's all you need to know.
You can't. You're a pirate.
Yep.
You know, I feel like I know you from somewhere.
Did I have both hands?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, shit.
But maybe I might have heard of you. I don't know of many dwarven pirates, but that's neither here nor there. We need to talk about the wedding.
No one?
Well, the wedding. You gave me clothing. You accepted my drink.
I'm a dwarf. I like to get drunk. You got any more of that, by the way?
I have plenty. Would you like more?
Not right now. In a moment.
Well, what I think we need to decide is what guests to invite, because I am not much of a people person.
I know this really good group
She
of
literally
guys.
did like the nails on the chalkboard thing. Just gonna
I know these guys. They're really good guys. One is really, really big. Fuck, what are their names?
Oh.
Actually, I have all their stuff written down in that box with all my clubs, with all my clothes on. Could I grab that really quickly?
You don't need your clothes, right?
I don't. Not the clothes. The list that is in my pocket with my clothes. Could I grab that?
At this, she goes and picks up the chest and she starts rummaging through it and she goes, let's see, some chainmail. Some knuckles. Let's see, hand axe. Is this cold iron? Tywin.
Sorta.
At this moment, you roll a perception check real quick.
Oh my god, you done pissed her off.
20.
Damn!
For half a moment, you notice her form shift into almost this grotesque hag seaweed woman.
Oh.
Just for a moment, looks at you with this anger, and it goes right back to it just pops right back to the Jessica Rabbit looking mer woman.
That's freaky as shit.
She goes, I'm going to pretend this is an accident, so we can talk nicely.
But you need to be
let's see.
Like he snatched that even though the character.
Belaying pin. A box. Silk. What's this letter? It says don't read.
I don't know. It says don't read. I didn't read it.
Who's the letter for?
I can't remember because the whole drinking thing.
So what if I open it?
I don't know.
She's going to open it.
Oh God!
She opens the letter and
her clothes.
And at this moment, you notice there's some sort of light emanating around the letter, and she looks at it strange, and she goes, "Aqueous." She puts it down for a moment. She goes, you see her start to wave her hands over. She goes. She looks at the letter again. She's like, "Who gave you this letter?" "Dwarf, speak to me. Who gave you the letter?"
Someone's angry.
She must say dwarf, not even your name. Even though she knows your name. That's rude.
At this moment, you notice the water.
Who gave me the letter? I don't even remember who
At
gave
this
me
moment,
the
you notice the water behind you in the cave
I
is
don't actually
bubbling.
remember.
It's like the water's is like the actual like water
Like,
itself.
fucked up. Like,
I don't remember who gave me the letter.
Well, do you remember what he looks like?
I don't remember anything about the person. I know, wasn't it?
Technically, Tywin probably would. So if one of us could remember.
That's the question. Do you want to roll for memory?
Yeah.
hey.
You remember the blacksmith is a
I was gonna say the
big
blacksmith.
remember the blacksmith handing you the letter for exchange for getting the equipment at a discount. He's a big grayish man with horns. He looks like a really big pale tiefling with he's got giant arms, big upper body, and kind of like not small lower body, but it's just like normal size.
Yeah. It's so hard being a baby.
It's a hard knock life.
She's jabbing her fingers in her ear.
I think her infection, her sinuses are acting up. What is it?
So do you tell Greta that?
I tell her it was the blacksmith.
What was his name? Or what's he look like?
A big guy with horns.
Is it hard for him to touch brittle things?
Yeah, that guy. Do you two know one another? Because he needs to be invited to the wedding.
Where is the recipient of this letter? The person who's supposed to receive the letter, Tywin. Where is she at?
It's a she.
At this moment, you can just see anger radiating from her. And she literally takes the chest and flings it into the water. Like, the whole chest just flings the whole thing. She's holding just that
All of
letter.
your stuff is sinking.
She said,
Good thing it stood up my big old dick.
she goes, "Listen here, dwarf. You aren't the first I have brought down here, and keep this up and you will not be the last."
What is wrong?
What is up with you?
Oh.
He's okay.
Elliot does that to me all the time. His headbutts.
For some reason, she.
She is not happy with that.
You okay?
What is it?
Anyway,
she goes, "Can you tell me anything about this person. In that memory check, you guys, you rolled so high. You also remembered. I think was it say it's in Fefre or Nepeta? You say you remember two names, Fefre and Nepeta.
I think it was the other one because you said
Nepeta. So it's Fefre. So you remember the names Fefre and Nepeta. That's what you remember.
Okay, I tell her those names. I tell her I'm not sure which one it is.
At this moment, you see her immediately just go, well, where was she supposed to be?
That I don't know.
Okay,
I was supposed to find them.
You remember that Baracus saying that Fefre was hanging out with this person called Vriska back on his ship, the one was trapped on the northern coast.
Oh yeah, that was the one that was burning.
Would Ty would know that?
I don't.
At this moment, you see. She goes.
I don't
Where?
think Tywin.
She goes. Where was this ship located? Just give me an approximate location. I can use this to scry.
On the northern coast.
Of where?
The city we were in for a while.
Oh.
City where we were at.
Luskin.
Yeah.
You see her making arcane gestures over the pool of water. She's like,
Go in there. There's a little bitty bag in there. It looks like a pencil pouch. Bring it to me.
as she's making the arcane gesture, you see the water clearing up, and you can see.
I think it's outside the bag, actually.
You can see in the pool now, as you're turning around to look, you can see in the pool now that the image of Luskin, and you can see your friends for the moment actually loading up onto a ship with Braun riding the helm. You can't hear anything, but you can see that Sullivan is getting on the ship.
He can
Lady
see us.
Trickfoot did not get on the ship though. Baracus and Sullivan got on the ship, and then they took off. And
We
as
left a
the-
party member behind.
the scrying and then going further, like, and goes directly up the northern coast, and goes to a ship, and you see that it's burning to the ground. Roll perception to get a chance. Yeah, sure, I'll let that work. It didn't need much. All you can see now is complete fear on her face. She goes, I will be back in a couple of days.
Couple of days.
I need to find her. She's the closest thing I have to a daughter. So I'm going to take this letter. She takes the chest out of the water and she sits it down and she goes, oh, before I leave, she makes an arcane gesture around and she goes, I've locked the chest.
The fuck?
With
Well,
magic.
With magic. If you put on the armor and try to get in the water, you'll sink faster. Besides, I want Aaron here to be able to catch you a lot faster if you try to drown yourself. You'd be surprised. Oh, and don't mind the other one. He's been moody. She goes, Toodles. And at this, she disappears.
The other one.
At this point, Aaron At this point, you see the were shark turn around and with two drinks, he goes. Would you like 2 drinks?
Yeah, why not?
He hands you 2 drinks and just sits down on the thing.
Hold on.
It sits down on the floor in front of you, and you're like while you're standing on the couch. Not standing on the couch. You're standing next to the couch.
Yeah, I know. Open up.
Brandon's face.
We're both
He was
mesmerized.
just like,
That's
Stuff tastes
good.
so minty. It's actually really, really good.
That's the good stuff, ain't it, Esmeralda?
she looked at you for a second and then just back to the bottle.
She said, "If I wasn't in this moment, I would pimp smack you right now."
Pretty much.
No. At this point, Aaron is sitting on the ground, just plops down onto the ground completely, and Aaron goes, "Don't mind the other one. He was a failure.
What other one?
I'm not supposed to talk about it."
Where's he at?
Roll to persuade.
Dude, I ain't gonna persuade nothing, man. We're drinking. We're just having small talk.
It's a +2. Let's see. It's 11.
Yeah.
At this, the were-shark goes, "I'm not supposed to talk."
She's scared.
The were-shark goes, "I'm not supposed to talk about it. I've said too much. He just was not the right person she was looking for. He was trying to be something he wasn't. Don't mind him. But there is one more thing." At this, you see that the were-shark is looking over at that other door. You can talk to him if you want, but you should know now he knows something you don't. So he's been here longer than you. He's had to do things here.
That's a hell of a first car. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
The 2018 Elantra.
Ooh, who's those guys?
Rich kids.
It's a very nice car.
Who's
But-
that?
It's my cousin's sister.
Yeah, I want to speak to him, I guess.
Well, just don't open the door.
Oh, no, never.
Alright. At this point, Aaron sits down the tray of drinks and walks with you over to the cell door. And inside the cell door, I'll use mine for now. You look inside and you see a human man with long hair and unkempt facial hair and dirty nails. He's wearing what seems to be rags at this point. He goes, "She brings another one. So, I wonder what tool she's going to get me to kill you with."
What?
Oh, he doesn't know yet, does he?
We're
Airy?
fighting?
Does he, Airy? At this, you notice the were-shark looks visibly angry, but is not making any moves at the moment. I've been here a while, dwarf. So,
How long?
Let's see. It's hard to tell time down here. No sun, no moon. If I had to guess, it's been about 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they say I'm some failure. But every time they bring someone up against me, I keep winning.
So then are you a fighter?
I have other ways.
She's a lover.
That's me.
Are you hitting the bars?
I am. I'm hitting the door.
He looks down at you and he goes, "I see why she chose you now. But you just look ugly as sin, though."
I'm a dwarf. What do you expect?
Well, in the fight, this is going to give me a bigger target to hit.
You are not touching my dick.
Oh, little man, you don't get to tell me what to do at all.
You can choke on it.
You know, when I get my knife during the fight, I think I'm just going to cut it off and I'm going to wave it in front of you.
I've already lost one body part.
What's another?
Interesting hand you have there.
Don't look at it. Don't touch it. You are not worthy of it.
At this, you notice a roll perception check real quick.
Unacceptable!
I'll let you re-roll that because it's cocked.
Dang, BMO.
Okay.
I didn't much of nothing.
You notice he's wearing a ring, but you really can't tell what kind of ring it is. It's just a ring. It's on his right ring finger.
Close.
He goes,
It's okay. He's just standing up.
"So, dwarf, before I have to kill you soon, which I know we both know it's gonna happen in a couple of days. What's your name, so I know what to add to the wall?"
It's Tywyens.
Tywin. My name is Raphael.
Do you have a brother?
I do, actually.
What's his name?
Well, my brother's name is Donatello.
Oh, does he have a brother?
He does.
What's his name?
His name is Michelangelo.
Oh, what's his brother's name?
Are you just gonna continue the?
Wait.
And his name is Leonardo.
Is your dad's name Splinter?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
That's
Never mind.
ridiculous.
What's wrong with you?
What's your dad's name? Oh, mine's running.
He goes, Asriel. He was who?
Oh, no.
Half man? Do you have anything more to
He
say?
just called you half man.
Look, everyone in the room knows that I'm more than full man.
This is a big 10-inch dick.
Well, actually,
The
be
rest
a
of us aren't that
9-inch
far
right
off, to be
now.
honest.
That's true. We got big dicks too. Big dick club.
That's the funnier part, is that everybody else is just like swinging them now.
We're just waiting for you to come back.
So he goes,
Started a strip club on the boat.
he goes, "So Tywin, have you seen what she really looks like yet?"
No, for a split second. It's kind of scary. You're much prettier.
Well, thank
Actually,
you.
the fucking weredude's prettier too. He's nice to me though. You're just an ass.
I'm a rich ass, though.
If you're so rich, why are you stuck in a cave behind a door?
I was kidnapped.
Oh. What'd you give her?
Well, I was trying to give her my dick, but
I see where that got you.
well, I apparently didn't end up meeting her criteria. But how was I supposed to know she was? Whatever. It doesn't matter what it was about.
Yeah,
I gotta know now.
I gotta roll persuade.
Yes,
Through the
yes,
story.
it does matter.
Keep it. It's 19.
I'm gonna keep it.
He goes, she was apparently looking for a fighter type. She wanted to look somebody that was tough, that was gruff. I may have given her a couple stories that I have done.
How many people have you killed? Rough estimate.
6.
With your hands.
6. With my hands, I've only killed 1 with my hands.
I outrank you. Weakling.
Who has more experience in this cave? Because I know where nifty little things are to use.
I'm a fucking dwarf, man. Give me 10 minutes and I can know everything about this cave.
But I don't need 10 minutes.
That's okay.
He's a Ninja Turtle. He's prepared.
Yeah, he is.
He goes, but I...
That was apparently a bad joke.
He goes,
I think your ears are hurting her.
he goes, well, what I'll say is that because you just entertain me so much, dwarf, my family they own some land in Mirabar, and that's where I was picked up, and maybe from time to time I go from bar to bar telling some women that I fought in a couple of wars. It's so easy to bed the war chasers. So easy. They always look for the guys with the military ranks and all this stuff. Killed guys.
I don't care.
Well, would you care more We talked a little.
What are we going to talk about? The ring on your hand or my golden hand?
Well,
Ooh.
talker first. What about your golden hand?
I can't feel it. Sometimes it moves, sometimes it don't. That's all I know.
I'm not gonna get roll anything. That's literally what you know. He goes, "You're pretty direct. I'll give you that. This ring," he shows you. He goes, "It's from my house." He goes, "This comes from my royal house." And basically, he shows it to you with the water light, and basically emanating. You can see with it. He goes, "This is from." He goes, "I'm a noble. I am the eldest son."
It's like the dude from Spaceballs.
He goes, I'm set to inherit a lot of land, a lot of money.
How much is a lot?
Millions. Maybe almost $1 billion gold to start.
Wow.
But see, my brothers have this idea in their heads that I'm going to share with them, but they're stupid. Why would I share? They can work for me and earn the money. Don't you think it's a good idea?
That's a great idea. How old are your brothers?
I'm
She is worthy.
30. She is worthy. He goes, I've just turned 29. My brother behind me is 28. The one behind him is 27, and the youngest is 26.
What's your dad's name again?
Azrael. Bless him. In the name of Bahamut.
What's he like?
He's an insufferable man. He had this big idea that my brothers, we all need to know how to fight. Michelangelo is about the best fighter out of all of us, and that's just because he's crazy. He actually reminds me a lot of you. Except he doesn't have as much balls as you do. Well, literally and figuratively.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
So, have you noticed the strange thing about Aaron yet?
Who's Aaron?
Shark.
Oh yeah.
He goes,
Hey,
I know. I barely remember its name anyway, but I just keep hearing about it every time they bring someone new in.
What's so weird about him? I've really been talking with you the entire time I've been awake. I haven't noticed much about this cave.
He goes, roll for persuasion, real quick. He
Let's
goes,
not chew on that.
It's a story for maybe another day. I'm tired now. I'm just gonna lay down.
What I just
Stopped your conversation.
Ta-ta, half man. Come back when you want to talk actual terms. I'm going to sleep now. The were-shark comes back over and goes, I hate that man.
Would you stop? You don't need that. Here.
The
Put this
Aaron
in
at
your
this
mouth.
point goes, I seriously hate that man. I hope you win.
hope you win.
Aaron, let me ask you a question. He said there was something weird about you. What does he mean by that?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What would he consider weird? You are literally. Damn it.
He goes, where Aaron go?
Almost cracked yourself in the toe.
Aaron goes.
Almost did like you did.
No.
Huh.
Well, Mark did.
It was a hammer to the toe, though.
It was, but Aaron goes. It's nothing. He's just a pig-headed asshole, is what he is.
What's his downfalls in fights? What's his weakness?
Roll for persuasion with advantage. Roll again.
17.
Oh, that's better. Aaron motions you to come over to the couch, far enough away. Aaron goes.
You just straddled the couch.
You're just like sitting on there, like you're gonna do the whole. Tell me more. Tell me more.
One leg on one side, dick on the back.
Aaron goes. He's vain, incredibly vain. All he likes to talk about is his pretty looks. He's really full of himself, completely. He's not that actually good of a fighter, though. He can't really fight. He plays dirty, completely dirty. He has killed. He didn't lie about that. And the reason he failed is because he didn't meet the lady's requirements for a suitor. And she doesn't always just take on one suitor. But that's not a here nor there.
Does he know what's in the boxes?
Well, his stuff was also in the box. I think you're actually wearing his shorts.
Oh, fuck. That explains the no dick room.
At this you see roll for persuasion. Not persuasion, sorry, perception. Roll again. That's not bad. You actually notice that Aaron, the shark face kind of like tighten, and you hear it's actually trying to laugh.
It's creepy as fucking.
At this point, Aaron goes, what do you? What's some of the stuff you like, Tywin?
Yeah, I like my stuff that's in the box that's locked away.
Do you really want it?
I mean, I would like it, but only one small thing out of it.
What would you like?
It's just kind of one of those things. It means a lot to me. It's a little rock. It's not really important.
You don't have the rock, Tanner.
Oh, there's a rock in there.
He has a pet rock.
I do have a pet rock, actually.
Okay.
I thought he didn't
Aaron,
have it.
he doesn't have it. Technically,
Baracus has one.
And Graham has the other.
Graham has the other.
Because
I was just shit talking through it.
So at this point, Aaron goes, Alright. If you tell me something about you, something personal, I'll open the chest for you one time so you can get your one thing. And then we can talk some more. Okay?
It wants to talk.
This thing's fair.
Okay.
That'll work. We can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
I'm waiting.
No, I mean, what do you want to know? Like, I mean, I'm a dwarf. I'm a pirate.
What made you stop being a pirate?
I never really stopped. I just didn't really have a ship.
You lost all of your memories.
that too. Yeah.
You lost your memories?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. At this point, she rushes. It rushes off really quickly to the back. It starts rummaging around, and it starts. You see, it's like on the opposite part of the cave, and it starts going around. You see, it open up something in the wall, like it's like a cabinet door.
Fucking door up there.
You hear clinking of glass, and it's ching, 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 ching.
Potions or alcohol.
And then you see a potion. You recognize it, and you see a greenish silver liquid.
It's that shit again.
Goes, I think this will help.
I take it.
Okay.
I chugged the shit out of it.
Roll a memory check. One more time. Okay, that's better.
18.
As your vision opens up, you find yourself on a beach, and you are shipwrecked, as you can see. You're coughing up seawater, and it's shortly after your ship was torn apart by a creature in the middle of the night. And so...
Release the Kraken.
So so as you wake up, you realize now you're alone. This is the first time in your life that you've been fully alone. You've lived with these pirates for years of your life since you were a small boy. Like in some regards, this was your family though, just slaughtered and killed. Like there's no one left.
Put me in the Kraken.
At this moment, roll perception real quick.
Secret revenge.
Okay. At this, you notice 3 dwarfs coming down the shore. They're all wearing a type of dark red armor, and they don't look like guards per se, but you see they have strange tattoos on them.
Fuck.
At this, one of them sees you, points at you, and they start like not running towards you, but kind of like briskly heading towards you.
Okay.
Are you gonna sit here, or what are you gonna try to do?
Do I have any weapons?
You have your hand axes.
I mean, they're dwarves. So, I mean, it's kind of people. Did they attack you?
What are you doing there, Tanner? You can roll again, but this time tell me what you're gonna do first.
I'm going to embrace them with open arms.
Okay, so you go to stand up, and because your legs are basically asleep, you fall immediately back down.
Well then, I try once more.
You notice that your legs are completely asleep, and one of the doors finally makes it to you and goes, "Are your legs broken, boy?"
No, they're just tingling a lot.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where
They're
he's out of time.
they're asleep, huh?
Yes.
Are you wet?
Well, I just came out of the water.
How are you alive?
I don't know how to swim. I don't know.
And is this one of the doors literally like holds like something around their neck for a minute and goes, "Praise the gods. How are you alive?" Doors do have their own gods and stuff. Like they are pretty.
I know. I'm
honored by
trying to think. Like I don't know any of the.
No,
Roman
you
gods,
wouldn't.
like,
You wouldn't know them anyway.
Nobody really does.
because I wasn't raised dwarven.
Mark does.
At this, one of the doors looks at you from around and goes, "You seem haunted, boy. What happened to you? How did you end up in the ocean? Kidnapped?
My ship was destroyed.
Your ship? You sailed?"
Yeah, they get a really big boat.
At this, you notice one of the other dwarves. He has chestnut brown hair, and he's kind of balding on top, and he's got a really nice beard. I'm talking like down to
Muy
here,
magnifico.
and like braided all the way down. And you notice like it's just like big and bulky, like it's a hardy beard. And he looks, he goes, "You know what this means? It's a sign. He's the water.
Huh?
Come on." "Oh, not all about this again, Devin. The prophecy is a crock, and you and I I know this.
What's the prophecy?
The prophecy has been revealed.
The 4. There are supposed to be 4 dreadnoughts. It's a special title amongst the dwarves. It's intense training. You're supposed to be one of the best fighters, and
I am a good fighter.
Are you now?
I mean, I didn't think so.
Stand up, boy.
My legs are asleep.
He goes. At this, he literally walks over and picks you up one-handed and picks you up completely and
These must be
standing.
some big fucking dwarves.
Nope, they're not much bigger than Tanner. He picks you up and he goes, "I'll wait till you get the feeling back. Why don't you try wiggling your legs?"
Okay.
Just like,
He goes, "Here, let me help you a little." He just starts kind of shaking you back and forth. You're not light, by the way. You're probably about the same weight you were. Maybe you're probably about 20 pounds lighter. About.
So I'm 281 pounds.
How heavy are you? I thought you were 225.
No, I think my character sheet is 210.
It's 210. Okay. So you mean 185? You said 285.
Oh, 185.
So you're like
He
185.
added weight. You know what I'm saying?
So at this, you finally
he just lost a
begin.
little weight over time.
You just feel you finally feel the feeling back in your legs.
Hey, I can walk again.
He sits you down and he goes, "All right, pull out your weapon."
Okay.
And then he looks at the weapons and he goes, "No, we're gonna do this the right way." He takes his mace and he sits it down on the ground and he starts taking off his armor and strips down to it strips down to his strips down just to his shirt. You see the tattoos from his face are going all over his body now, and you notice kind of like it's almost like the tattoos look like they're made of stone almost. Like they're like that's what the design looks like.
That's hot.
And he's like, he goes, "All right." He goes, "Come on, little one, I'll let you have the first shot."
Wait, so am I taking me hand to hand with you hand to hand, or me use my weapons against your hand to hand?
At this,
I just need to know all the priority, like the settings.
he
here.
smacks you in the face.
Oh, that is not cool.
You know what you gotta do now.
Oh, such a
Hey, you cut part of his beard off.
with my
with
That's terrible.
he does 9 damage to you, and you go flying sideways. And you just go sideways. He goes, "Come on, whelp, get back up."
That wasn't cool. That
That
hurt.
hand made out of stone or something?
Okay.
He goes, "I told you he was worthless.
Oh,
Come on."
I throw my hand axe now that he's turned around, and I keep one in the other hand.
You probably should keep the 14. I'll let you keep the 14.
Okay.
Okay, so you, strength roll?
That's funny.
Where's your sheet?
I don't know.
I thought you had it.
I have
I think
it,
you
actually.
grabbed it.
I did. Alright, that's what
Because
bad.
I was dealing with this at the time.
You would have been a different strength level at this point, so I'll say that right now your modifier is at a +3, so 17. So you do hit him. As you go to hit him, let's see real quick. Let me just pull this up so I make sure. What? Wait, hold on. What do you mean no food?
What?
Oh, it was like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I read on Facebook. She got her food was like 20-something minutes late.
The hell?
dinner delivered was late. They're really bad about that too.
That's
They
weird.
have
Usually,
been since I quit. No, dude, I used to run through traffic in my car, dude. No, I made it.
Well, listen
I
to
made
this
it
question
from
on this
here
thing. It says,
to
which of these
Ural
is most
in
likely to
15
emit
minutes.
lava? A garden hose, a person's nose,
That's
or
how
a
I usually do it.
volcano?
Just driving. Like if there's nobody in front of me, fuck it.
I was weaving in and out, left and right. It was bad.
Okay, that day I had Jason follow me when we saw you at work. They were just riding around, and I was following right behind him. All right.
You want to go to Brandon for a little bit?
Come here.
Sorry.
I got a kid of my own. It's okay.
Okay.
She sees the
So you hit you hit him with the axe, and as you see, it sticks into his shoulder. Go ahead and roll your hand axe damage.
That's 1. 4 plus 5
What's
9.
He takes 9 damage, and he goes, and he looks at the hand axe. He just looks at the axe. He barely even flinches, and he goes, just rips, takes it out, and he goes, all right. Now he goes, now, do you feel like fighting me for real, or are you gonna keep wearing the kid gloves?
You gonna keep being a little bitch?
At this,
I'm gonna die.
At this,
Well, this is the past, technically.
So obviously not.
So at this, he is going to use a move called Earthbreaker, and he
That sounds cool. Is that what gives me my big dick?
no. He slams his. Oh god, I feel like this is gonna be so bad.
What's it?
Jesus! Oh, sorry. He then takes his fist and he hits it down to the ground. So let's see. I gotta roll for this.
Donate a testicle. The payout for this is $35,000.
I rolled a 20.
Oh. You rolled a 20 for real?
Yes. I'm counter rolling right now. It doesn't matter what this attack is.
Okay. As the ground literally quakes beneath you, you resist falling over.
I step over it as the ripple occurs. It's just like, oh, excuse me.
He goes, all right. At this, he goes running at you, and he
I
actually.
charge.
I feel like I'm sitting.
I go for the knee.
You go for the knee?
I go for the knee.
Both have 13. Okay, roll off.
20.
Oh.
12.
So as you go for his knee, what are you gonna do?
I'm not even gonna punch it. I'm literally diving into his knee.
As you hit his knee, instead of buckling, it literally just stays like a
Damn
tree.
it.
He looks down at you for a moment, and he goes, he grabs you by your hair and picks you up. He grabs you by your hair and begins to pick you up, and let's see, he's trying to grapple you. So let's see here. 17. He wins. So he's holding you by your hair for a moment, and he goes, he's like, all right. He goes, what are you gonna do now? He goes, what are you gonna do now, little dwarf? What's your name? So I know what to do with you when you die.
Is that a 19?
It's a 19. What are you gonna do?
I pull out my other hand axe and I chop his beard off.
Oh.
At this, you take the hand. You take with your free hand while you're holding against one his other hand that's grabbing your hair so it doesn't rip your hair out. You take the hand axe and you let go for a moment, grab hold of his beard and chop it off. At this, he lets go completely. Now he goes.
Just destroyed this guy.
He starts to look. You see the two other dwarves now are like shocked, and you see him going. Just laughing as hard as he possibly can. You basically have given him a mutton chop because you chopped right against like the skin, and he's like got like no beard part here, but he's got like these sideburns now. He goes,
yeah.
oh.
I call him Chops McGee now.
So, dwarf, you got a name?
Tywin.
I think I like you, Tywin.
I like you too, Mr. Chops.
Yeah. I think you are the one we're looking for.
What is that?
How would you like to become one of the most badass warriors to ever walk the planet?
Sounds a lot cooler than being a pirate.
And at this, your memory closes.
Damn it, I'm so much more badass now. Why are you chewing on a hammer?
At this, you see Erin standing over you because you had fallen down, and she goes, "You're alive, thank God. I thought I gave you the wrong one for a moment. Are you okay?" It's like right up against your face. So when you open them, you see a shark mouth like right in front of your face.
I'm great, but please, brush your teeth. I don't mean it in a mean way. It's just that's just a lot of teeth, man. It's scary.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You
Man.
just offended the poor thing.
As you notice, it walks over to the pool and is like looking down into the pool, and you see like with a stick, it's just sitting there just trying to pick at its teeth now.
Good job. You hurt his feelings.
He goes. Then
You really are an asshole.
you hear, "Poor little Aaron, you have feelings." Hey Aaron, why don't you tell him about Siegfried?
Who?
Your little friend. What happened when you blew him up? Aww.
Sounds
Little
interesting.
friend.
At this, you see Aaron stand up, walk over, and is looking through the bars and goes, "Quiet down, Raphael. I swear, I won't be responsible for what happens next." He goes, "Bitch, bitch, 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 bitch."
I like this Raphael guy.
At this, Aaron rips off the door, off the hinges, and rushes Raphael. Grabs hold of him, brings him outside, slams him onto the ground, like hard. Just.
Is he near me?
He's about right here now.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna walk over towards his head.
He goes, help me kill this thing. We get out of here.
I think you'd be
Why-
better
why-
off working with it.
Why would I do that?
Cause you stay down here, you're dead.
It looks like Buddy did.
You look like you about to die.
At this, you see Aaron coming back from there, and you notice what little bit of like humanity was in the eyes is now gone.
Oh shit.
It's like door's in its way, and it flings the door out of its way now. What was on the ground?
You know what you gotta do? Drop those pants.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I have it in here somewhere. I can do 2 attacks in one roll.
You can.
I can. While he is laying on the ground,
You
I'm
have
gonna-
advantage to the attack too. He is prone.
he is prone.
So are you striking with your fist?
Yeah.
Roll again because you have advantage. Remember? With the first hit, just because you are so full of just adrenaline, you're distracted for the moment by Aaron coming around the corner, and you miss his head, and he goes, "Half-man can't even hit something so close to him. You seem like a big failure, don't you, Half-man?"
Since I got a big dick. Red Rocket.
Yo, she's gonna eat you alive. You know what happens once you sleep with her, don't you? You can't ever leave the cave.
Have we done that yet?
No, you haven't.
Alright.
As far as you know, you haven't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your character would know his body, so he would. I feel like he would know things. But he goes, so. At this, as he's about to say something again, you see him just suddenly get dragged, and you see Aaron holding him upside down, just roars right in his face.
Awesome.
Bites into his arm and starts tearing.
Damn, you didn't have to do nothing. It's a good thing you missed.
Just starts tearing. He starts screaming. Ah! Starts punching at the wereshark and like with his free hand, trying to punch it. He goes, "Give me a weapon, Tywin. I'll pay you any money you want. I'll pay you anything.
I really got nothing.
I'll pay you 1,000,000 gold. I have 1,000,000 gold. I'll give you."
I rolled a 14.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run up to Mr. Wereshark. Keyword being shark. I'm gonna punch both of his gills as hard as I can.
Block off his
All right, you're gonna punch both its skills.
I'm hand clapping that bitch. Like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that
did.
probably would have been too. Oops.
Hold on, no, you're good. You're good.
Just spikes up.
It's actually never really as loud as we think it's gonna be.
Yeah, it
I'll
never
watch
is.
back sometimes.
Let's see here. I just gotta see what the AAC is real quick, Steven. Not Steven. Yeah. Yeah, you hit it. So go ahead and make a D4 attack.
It's the triangle.
Triangle one. Alright, you did 2 damage to it. You don't even phase it. It's still tearing into Guy's arm hard.
Okay.
He goes, "I'll give you 2,000,000! I'll give you 2,000,000 gold! I will give you 2,000,000!"
I run to the treasure chest, pick up the treasure chest, and use it as a club.
You're gonna hit. Okay, roll for insight real quick.
I rolled a 10.
Wait, are you doing that for the insight, or are you doing that for the? Well, that's worse. You're pretty sure the guy is telling the truth about the gold. He seems fairly genuine. Like he's scared
He's
for his
like,
life.
his arm ripped
I
off.
was just gonna recommend not hitting the shark, but
Why?
because I mean we could use a person like that on the team.
Tis true. Hey.
I'm gonna hit the shark
With what?
with the treasure chest
Okay.
and knock him out. That is my goal, is to knock him out.
Okay, so. Okay, Tyler. All right.
I'm knocking him out.
So roll 2d4. Roll a d4 twice.
4, 3. So that's what?
7 plus your strength modifier. So
Plus 5.
plus 5. It's 13, I think, right? No, 12. It's 12.
Yeah, it's 12.
12 damage. You see the wereshark stumble and lets him go for a moment. Like, just lets, like, the arm is pretty mangled at this point. And Aaron goes, "You would defend him! He's a liar!"
You done pissed him off.
He was making fun of him pretty hard.
You think you're the first one promised gold?
I don't care about the gold.
I thought we could be friends, Tywin.
See, now's where you're getting to the right spot. Because you are literally killing a guy because he called you a bitch. Last time someone called me a bitch, well, they called my beard a bitch, I used a battle axe and I chopped them up from their ass and I rubbed the shit from their ass on their face. See the difference here? There's so much more that can be accomplished from this. You could humiliate him instead of just killing him. Now that I have your
He turned
attention,
the whole situation around.
Roll for persuasion with advantage.
Oh.
damn you!
I'll let you roll one.
19.
I'll let you keep that. I'll let you keep that. At this, you see Aaron stop for a moment and goes, and drops him down and goes, "I'll be back." And it walks off towards the back of the cave again. You notice it walks back over to that hovel you saw it sitting on earlier. And it picks up an oilskin sack. And it begins to open the oilskin sack. Roll for perception real quick.
$14.
You see what looks to be something long and metal.
Yes!
And you see it holding it one-handed. As it walks over, it comes back and drags him into the darkness.
Wait, fuck it.
And then you hear, let's say roll perception one more time.
3.
Because suddenly the ocean hits really hard, and you see a flash. You see a flash in the darkness for a minute. Then you hear Raphael screaming. He's screaming really loud. He's like, please, make it stop. Please, Tywin, I'll give you 10 million gold. 10 million. You can buy so many ships, you stupid fucking little half-man.
Make it 14.
We can use gold.
And then you hear, we'll say roll perception one more time. Okay. Then you hear what sounds like a noise.
I gotta get it over that paper clip.
You hear what sounds like the noise of something shifting. Like, it sounds rusty, like a rusty metal.
Oh, I hate that sound.
And then you hear a loud boom. And then you see, and of course you see the flash again. And then you hear him screaming one more time. He goes, "Please, just kill this thing. I'll give you any number you want. Just kill it. Kill it, you stupid fucking dwarf. Kill it."
I'm going to roll to persuade him not to kill him.
I'll let you roll one more time because you have
Multiple impact collisions. 19.
So, say what you're gonna say to Aaron.
I'm just going to convince Aaron not to bother him anymore because he's made his point across. Because there's no need to kill someone considering how he was threatening me the entire time. And I want to be the one to do it.
At this point, you see Aaron standing in full silhouette of the darkness, and you see smoke emanating from the end of the metal she's holding. And she walks back over to the oilskin sack. She opens it back up and puts the thing back inside of it. And then she drags Raphael over, and both of his kneecaps are gone.
Awesome.
Completely. They're gone. She just, he dropped them right there in front of you. He's just breathing hard. He's completely unconscious at this point. And you go, and Aaron goes, "You're right. The lady would be displeased with me. What have I done, Tywin?"
It's okay. We all get carried away sometimes.
He's made me so mad. He tricked me when he first came here.
You better not.
He just tricked me, and he almost made me do a thing I would regret.
What's that thing you would regret?
Persuasion. He played with my feelings. He said things up to me.
Not nice things? Were they mean?
You haven't noticed the pronouns Mark's been using.
I have.
Ignore this message.
What?
The wereshark at this point is just sitting there and he goes, You said I could be beautiful. I just want so badly to be normal. I just want so badly to be normal someday.
What's in the bag of oils? Or the potions? Is there anything in there to reverse the shark thing going on? Already checked that? This is going to be interesting.
Well, there is one thing I found that can reverse it.
What would that be? If it involves my dick, no.
At this point, Aaron just walks back over to its hovel and just sits there for the longest time and just is just looking at a book. Just looking at a book. It's stopped talking and just.
Okay, so I follow and I look at said book.
Okay, it's a roll for stealth.
No.
You pass. You sneak over there as its back is turned. You can look in there, and you notice there's a couple of diary entries.
It's a diary.
It's a diary.
I do not read it.
You don't read it.
I don't read it. No.
I would.
Because he said diary, not a journal.
Fuck cares? Read that shit. Probably has some useful information for you.
No. No.
I'd read it.
I'm going to ask
That was lucky.
Aaron how he got here.
I was brought here as a child. I was small. Very small.
How did you? What was your name when you were brought here?
Aaron.
Is that what you were told?
That's what Greta told me. Greta said I was Aaron, so I was Aaron.
Where do you pee from?
What?
Where do you pee from?
From my downstairs?
He's gonna make you ask.
Do you have a vagina or a penis?
I rolled persuasion.
Bella, just open the door.
I'm not really persuading. Like,
Okay, I'll give you. Oh, I mean, even worse. I just keep asking. At this,
different ways of saying it.
That's all awful.
Oh my god! Can you just roll mine? Here, just roll mine. Here, just roll
On the
mine.
floor.
Roll mine just one time.
Bella, no.
That's better.
Rim me out.
I rolled a
Alright.
15 on the floor.
Oh, 15? Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's better. At this, Aaron.
Damn it!
Aaron stops for a moment
I gotta stand up for a second.
and yeah, you're
My
fine.
legs are hurt.
You're fine. Stands up, looks at you, goes, "I'm a woman."
I knew it! You have a vagina. I'm a pirate. It's okay though. Women are great, and you are a good fighter. I could use some of your talent.
You think I'm a good fighter?
You're a great fighter.
I
She looked
don't.
devastated.
It's okay. We just found out that the were-shark was a woman.
As soon as I come around the corner.
Oh,
Did you hear any of that, Brandon?
No, I was on the phone.
Steven, take.
What happened? You get fucked up? Oh, so that's why it's a diary.
Yep, that's why I did not read it. Because I'm not an asshole.
Well, I'm sure there would have been an intro.
And I kept
without
catching
you.
on to the she portions. He kept throwing in because there was supposedly only 2 guys in the cave, and now there's a woman.
What'd you roll for, Tanner?
What
is it?
I mean, you got a 17, so what do you roll for?
Oh,
What is it?
how long have you been this way?
For as long as I can remember.
As long as you can remember.
Yeah, it's a woman, but there's that deep ass voice.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I want to be normal.
I understand. Have you tried? Easiest way to say this. If sex won't let me leave the cave, have you tried having sex with her leftovers? You know, the one that's knocked out?
At this, you notice that roll for perception, real quick.
16.
You notice she looks down. Immediately as you said that.
She did the dirty.
I'm still wearing my pants.
No, she's looking down like this, like away from you.
Oh, okay.
She did
At
the
this, you hear chuckling from across the cave. Did Ari decide to tell you her little secret? What's wrong? What's wrong, Ari? You feel embarrassed?
Ugh, that's gross.
I'm not even gonna ask.
dirty. Oh,
He
you'll
goes-
find out.
I'll find out in a
It's
little
in
bit.
the group chat.
Okay. He goes. Basically, he goes. What? I hurt your feelings all because I tricked you. You thought I'd really have sex with you. That's just sad. It's
Hey,
just so sad.
Aaron, I feel weird to call you that. Can we change your name? Like, what do you want to be called? What do you want your name to be? How about Rebecca? Rebecca's nice.
Okay.
Okay, you're now Rebecca. Rebecca, this man does not have any knees. He can't crawl away from you. I'm just gonna, if you wanted to, if you wanted to.
I can't go back around him again. He's bleeding. I'll kill him if I go back around him.
Just cover your nose. Just don't smell.
It sends me into a frenzy, Tywin.
That might be good for both of you.
He'll die.
That would possibly be good.
His
for
glory.
both of you. How would you rather go out? Go out fighting or go out?
At this, you now notice that roll for perception again.
Making love.
9.
Those
You
reactions.
all you see is Aaron to turn away from you and just curl up in a ball, like knees to chest, and is just sitting there facing away from you. Basically, she's not wanting to talk. Sorry, Rebecca is not wanting to talk. Rebecca Aaron is not wanting to talk.
I think it should be a different name. Rebecca's too weird. Actually, no people named Rebecca.
Okay, what do you want to?
I don't know. I just can't call it Aaron, and then it'd be a woman.
In some cases, there are some.
Well, that is a
Little action.
It can be. Okay,
Yeah.
scratch the Rebecca thing.
And sometimes.
Call her May.
The Overwatch character.
I asked her if she can start a fire.
That too.
Why?
They're
Because
spelled
it's cold.
differently.
It needs a fire.
He's only in shorts. Man.
I'm only in shorts, man. I need a fire.
At
Get
this,
for him.
at this,
Get that full potential.
she stands up, walks over to Raphael, picks him up, and you hear you see her basically stripping him down completely.
Just don't
Dips-
hurt him.
t-
Don't
t-
hurt him. Don't hurt him.
Takes the clothes, dips them in water,
Just don't kill him.
and sits them down, and just slings him back into
She was
the
almost
in
standing
the
by
cage,
herself for a
and
second.
back into the cage. Picks up the door and puts it back on, and you see looks down, has bolt, and goes. Tries to put it back in, and goes. Smacks it back into the thing,
She's strong.
and then walks over and starts picking up wood. and then you see then you see pull out something instead of flint. You notice what perception real quick.
You okay?
Okay. You want to try to see if you get a natural 20?
Nah, I'll keep it at 18.
I mean, you still have the 18 no matter what. Okay, so 18 is good. So, what you see looks to be a mechanical device, and you see the big fingers doing this. Also see a spark shoot out, and the flames catch fire. And then you see, with Erin's hand, she goes and takes it and puts it back, and it puts it in the oilskin sack.
Tiff is calling me.
Puts it back in the oilskin sack.
Did you see his face? He was like,
He said,
whoa, you just did that.
I've done that before. I got killed. So.
Yeah, I've been there.
Heather usually understands and will text you directly after.
But, so, at this, the fire started, and you see Erin go, "I'll be back.
No, don't leave. Where are you going?
Aren't you hungry?
Fuck yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm getting fish."
Back at
Say, at this, do you want fish?
Yeah, fish is fine.
I'll be back in a moment. Like, at this, before Darren leaves, takes line and actually runs it some the length of the cave and stretches it out and makes a clothesline and flings the Raphael's clothes over. When these dry, put them on. And this, turn around. When these dry, put them on and sit by the fire to stay warm.
Alright.
And dives back into the water. So at this point, you're alone in the cave. What do you decide to do?
I'm gonna rest.
Alright, that's probably smart. You're going to rest.
It's very smart.
So you're taking a short rest?
I'm gonna rest until she comes back.
Okay. In that time, the clothes are pretty dry at this point. The fire was going pretty well. The clothes are basically bone dry. So, do you put them on while she's gone, or do you just leave them off?
I put them on.
Okay. So you put them on. You notice that they don't smell the best, but they are relatively clean for the most part. I mean, the water, whatnot was used. As you look over, you see what seems to be Erin's cubby. Roll perception real quick.
Damn it.
You have advantage for it to be in the. You have advantage for it to be dark vision. Actually, no, it's not much. Well, you're looking at dark space.
Fuck it, it's 5. It's 5. I rolled 5 the past 3 rolls. It's 5.
You could tell that there is stuff in there. That's
What kind of stuff?
roll perception again. Actually, roll investigate this time.
6.
Well, roll investigate. I didn't take it until afterwards. Oh my god!
I'm going
man.
to change that to 6.
Okay, it's 11. Hey, that's better. You see you see in the cubbyhole, you see oils and you see perfumes and you see pictures of dresses in there. Like,
Mom's on her way.
you see pictures of dresses and whatnot, and you can see her diary sitting in there.
I'm not reading that son of a bitch.
Okay.
Okay, so there's oils. don't know what I'm gonna do with any of
You
that.
didn't need to crawl on a table.
Seriously?
What all was it again?
It's oils, perfumes, pictures of dresses.
Oils, perfumes, and pictures of dresses. I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm drawing such a hard blank.
It's okay. No, you're fine, man. As this happens, Aaron pops back up out of the water holding multiple fish
Fuck
in
yeah.
its hands. Just like drops them all. Just like. Hey,
You better be good to Mark's book. She loves books.
you love
It's crazy
books?
how much she loves books.
Ellie loves books too. It's okay. It's just this page.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a blank sheet.
But
Most of the books she has are those cloth
I even made
pages.
I even made Aaron a character sheet.
I think I made a good decision.
Yeah, you did.
I got an idea.
All right.
My hat just fell on.
Since I'm a pirate,
All right.
I gotta know how to make a sail, right?
Yes,
That makes sense.
that does make
So I
sense.
have some basic abilities on sewing and folding fabrics, correct?
You do. Oh my god! I don't know what you're gonna do.
I have 140 feet of rope and 700 feet of silk in that box. I'm gonna persuade that shark into opening it so I can make her a dress. And we're gonna become BFFs. And we're gonna overthrow this little bitch ass cave donut looking thing. And we're gonna get out.
Donut looking. It still does kind of
It
look like a
doesn't.
donut.
It looks like a donut
Sorry.
with an extremely glazed center. That's what I'm gonna do. 18.
Hey, not bad. So after a little bit of maneuvering, as Aaron as Aaron's back up, she turns around and she sees that you are using the silk and the rope, and she's eyeballing you for a minute, and so you motion her to come over, and you start wrapping her in the silks, and you take the rope and you're tying off certain parts, and you're like using some of the extra rope to measure with.
Yes, I am.
And so with shears that you found now, Russell, they're not very good shears. They're on the point of rusting, but
Right.
they're still usable. You're using shears to cut with, and after about a good hour of work, because you've never tried this before, but you rolled high enough that with a little bit of work,
It's possible.
you made a semi-good silk dress.
Fuck yeah. I
That's
did.
a white silk dress, and at this
No, it can't be white.
was not white. What color silk?
Let's just say my silk is red. I have
Okay.
red silk. It can't be white because white represents wedding dresses, and women are fucking lazy.
Okay, I didn't even think about that.
That's actually a good point.
Actually, the whole white thing didn't. Never mind. Either way, at this,
Look at this.
Aaron looks at her reflection in the water again, and you just see how shocked she is. Just and
I did a good deed.
look at you. That's the nicest thing you've ever done.
Literally.
At this, you
Especially this Tywin.
yeah.
Yeah, go from wiping people's shit on to making dresses for shark things.
At this point, Aaron goes, "Can I show you something?"
Sure.
At this, Aaron rushes over excitedly back to her oilskin side. She goes, "I'm going to show you Siegfried."
What?
Siegfried.
What is that?
I thought you heard Raphael earlier making fun of Siegfried.
Is that the thing that was blown up?
Yes. But I fixed it.
Okay.
And at this, she pulls out a shotgun.
Awesome as shit!
It's kind of a makeshift shotgun. Like, it's been pieced together from random parts.
It's a pipe gun.
Yeah, it's a pipe gun. It's got a... the flash you saw earlier was a muzzle flash in a way. Just from the ignition, and of course it had a loud boom. And so
What's the blast?
yeah, the blast.
Oh, wait,
He goes,
give me
I made this myself. I want to be normal so way I can study this more and get better at it, but I can't fit my fingers in most.
I've got short, stubby fingers. I like guns. Let me blow something up.
Well, I don't want you to break the gun. It's hard enough to fix it this way.
I'm gentle in most cases.
Did you just fling your dick out?
No.
Okay, I thought you did the thing because I was
I said gentle in most cases.
Oh. At this, Aaron goes, maybe we'll just talk about this another time.
Why? We got a gun. We have a gun.
But Claire's been good to me.
But she also kidnapped me. And she kidnapped you. And she turned you in.
No. She didn't kidnap me yet. I was rescued. From the cell you hear, Stockholm
That went across the room.
Syndrome. I told you she was stupid, Tywin. You should have taken the deal. We could already be halfway to Mirabar by now. He's like sitting on a beach, beautiful women surrounding us. The sun in our faces, the ocean by our sides. Now I'm never gonna be able to walk again.
Oh, you bitch, more than a woman does.
What was that off, man? And Aaron goes. Then this Aaron takes out the shotgun and fires it at the sun. Boom! Just loud fire. Let's see. I'm gonna roll real quick.
Startled the baby.
Okay, yeah, it succeeds. It blasts at the door and he falls backwards. Crazy bitch!
Hey, that's not nice.
At this point, Aaron goes, I hate that man. Played with my feelings.
You want to kill him?
A little bit.
Let me ask you something before we decide to kill anybody. It's so loud. What's on the other side of that door? Does it go anywhere?
The door is the cell.
There's nothing on the other side.
It's just a cell.
Just a cell. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
That hurt.
That was her.
That was awesome. You were definitely my child. That was a good one. That was a good fart. That was a good one. Yes, it was.
At this point, Aaron goes, there's really nothing on the other side. I've checked.
Okay. So if we just leave him here, and me and you were to leave, and I have friends somewhere through the hole, because I don't know where I'm at, and you could help me get there, we could possibly, maybe I might know a guy that could help us out with your situation of wanting to be beautiful again. And normal. That one too. Normal.
Roll for insight. As far as you can tell, she's
I did eat it. It did go in my mouth.
okay. Sorry. As far as you can tell, you can't really tell what's on her mind at this point, but you notice she's really quiet. Now, next roll is persuasion to persuade her to.
Esmeralda, put the dice down.
All right, that's a 9. She goes, no, No, I'm not leaving. Not until I'm normal.
Look. Is that a Koopa?
I'm not leaving till I'm normal, Tywin.
What if I can guarantee that they can help you and make you normal?
I'm not leaving this cave. The last time I left this cave, I was almost killed.
By what?
People. Then I killed them.
People like me though. You could be like my big scary like just helper, and
But I don't want to be big and scary.
that's the point. You won't be for very long. He said, think about it. Be big and scary now. We get out. We find my elf guy. He helps us out. He gives us a little thing. So makes you turn normal again. And then you're just a hot, badass chick with us.
You think I'm pretty?
I didn't say that. With his help. Because I don't know what you look like.
But you said hot. I've learned that.
Oh, fuck.
Do you think I'm pretty or not?
You could be. You could be. But I'm a pirate. I don't know how to swim. Please help me.
I don't judge. I think you're a good pirate.
But I'm a bad person. I have killed a lot of people.
I've killed a lot of people.
Oh, God. No, we're not making this a contest.
Tywin, I told you what I wanted. I just want to be normal. That's it. I'm not leaving this cave until I'm normal.
Tips here.
See where my phone was. There it is.
She's just standing up in the floor.
So, Aaron's told you what?
You're
what
there.
you want?
Okay, so she's not leaving the cave unless if she's normal. But there's obviously no way of making her normal inside the cave. Unless if the reason why she is like this is because of the crazy sea witch lady. Who is trying to come after my 10-inch long dick. Has she ever tried to... What? Has she ever tried to uprise against the crazy water lady? What if that was a way for her to become normal? Would she try?
I don't know. I don't know if that would stop it. The only way I've seen to fully stop the curse is true love. But a temporary fix is intercourse.
There's a guy in a cell over there. I'm sure he'd be more than welcome to help if I had an axe. I can make anybody do anything with an axe.
But I don't care about him. He's a complete asshole.
The shark lady loves me, and the weird, crazy witch water lady loves me.
You seem really strong.
This never leaves the cave.
Are you doing this? The question is how badly do you want to leave this cave? If you want to, we can bring the audio down if you don't want anybody to hear this.
I could if I had my mouse, which is probably in the floor over there somewhere.
As I say, Steven can do it.
It has to be on. I mean, I can hit this button right here.
And it mutes everything, and no one can hear what we say.
Hit that button. The walk of shame.
That's the first thing that comes on.
As you get up, like, do you just lay there, or do you get up? What do you do?
I do what I'm doing now. I just kind of sit here and wonder why.
And at this point, you hear, and then you see something strange happening in the bed next to you.
Oh God.
You see, in the cot part, like right here in that little cot part you're laying on, it seems like something's melting. This skin is just moving. And you hear like bones are breaking, actually.
Reforming.
Just snapping, re-snapping into place. And as this happens, completely covered by
Don't die.
a blanket. So, do you lift up the blanket?
I lift up the blanket.
When you lift the blanket, what looks to be Greta is under the blanket, but different.
No!
But different. More plain, not ugly, but less unrealistic.
Hell, we just went for 4 hours straight.
So it looks like old Greta is under the blanket, but
God.
different, not as Jessica Rabbit proportion, more like
A normal, everyday person.
yes. The hair is extremely long at this point.
I think we got those rusty shears.
Like I'm talking like as long as her body. Roll perception real quick. I'll let you roll one more time because it hit. Okay, you notice the height and weight you estimate to be about just under 5 feet,
Taller than me.
and about 110 to 120 pounds.
34C.
See, at least not small boobies.
Nobody likes small boobies.
So at this point, it's really weird that you like knew proportions, whatever.
That's just an average breast cup size.
Oh,
Well, it was 5 years ago.
I mean they're like on the verge of these, but it's
We don't need to go into details.
Okay.
This is 8 inches right here.
That's almost as big as my dick.
you're warm now, so it was actually to full size.
Woohoo!
At this, she
King Kong,
wakes
Donkey
up
Slong.
and she goes, "What?" And at this, you see she feel your face. She goes, "It worked! Oh my God,
It worked.
Thank God."
So how do we get out of here?
One last thing. At this, she walks over to the chest, and you see that she starts to trace her hand at a similar style that Greta was doing.
Yes.
And the chest opens.
Yes.
She pulls out the gear and hands you your old battle axe.
Fuck yes.
And then she walks over to her oilskin sack and pulls out her shotgun. She goes, "We have something to take care of first."
What?
And she walks over to the cell door.
Okay.
She opens it up. Raphael's lying there. And he's like, "Oh, shit." Mind you, she's fairly naked at this point. She's
Yes, she
butt-ass
is.
nude.
Yes,
At this
she
point,
is.
she goes, "Drag him out, please. I'm not strong enough to drag him anymore."
This is where the 17 is going to come into play. I throw my battle axe down into his rib cage and drag him out with the battle axe.
And as he's screaming, he is screaming as loud
Agonizing pain. And then I'm going to call him a bitch the entire time. Except for it's going to be more of like a bitch, 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 bitch.
You don't have to call him bitch very long.
Bitch, 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 bitch.
She levels the shotgun right at his face. So,
And then we sing that one saliva song. Click, click, boom.
yeah. and she pulls. And before she pulls trigger, she goes. She holds the shotgun by the barrel and looks at you and goes, "Do you want to try?"
Boomstick.
I
proceed to take shotgun. I proceed to shove the barrel down his throat and then squeeze the trigger.
As this, you see the whole back of his head just splatter. Like full on splatter. She grabs the gun from you and she goes, "Good, you didn't roll too low." I'll tell you. If you roll too low in a gun sometimes, it can misfire and it can break the gun. This game.
Okay, that sucks.
That's why she didn't want you to use it the first time. She goes,
Or just like a hole.
I figured. She goes, "I figured you deserve that, seeing as you helped me."
Yes, I did. Now you help me get out of here, right?
Of course.
Yes.
At this point, she walks over to the water and begins rotating her hands back and forth. Roll a history check real quick.
17.
You recognize her as a race that you've never seen in person before, but you recognize to be something called a Triton, which is a merfolk race. Let's see if I can find it real quick. No.
There's my other guy.
Yeah. The Triton are a race like this.
Fish people.
Yeah. They possess certain abilities. They also can breathe air and water.
So they're amphibious.
They are amphibious. Okay. So at this, she opens up the water somewhat, and she holds out her hand to you. She goes, "Do you want to get out of here, Tywin?"
I grab that woman's hand and I just cannonball into that shit.
You both go in as like the water's going in a torrent. It's going nuts. She stuck the gun back into the oilskin sack before she went into the water. So
the way it doesn't ruin.
The way it doesn't ruin. So as you guys come out, it's midday outside of this mountainous area, like island area with no. It just looks like it's just rock completely. It's just rock kind of. As you guys come to the surface, breathing hard, you look out and you see. Well, actually, roll perception real quick. Okay, well, she's gonna roll. She has a natural 20. She looks out into the water and she goes, "That's strange.
Oh God.
The storm. There's something inside of it. There's a ship, but something's attacking it. Is that? What kind of creature is that? It has 5 heads." Dun, dun, dun. And that's where we're stopping it, guys. Next time we meet up, we will be back with the normal crew, and possibly Tywin will be able to jump into the fray. But we'll find out.
But I'm getting late first.
You got late already.
More than anybody else in the campaign. High five!
You know what's sad? It took so long to get you to finally do it. It really took so much convincing. Anyway, without further ado, I am Mark.
And I'm Steven.
Tanner.
It's been Quest Equips, guys. Thanks for watching.